Having experienced it myself, I know that this is absolutely true.
An article published by Bloomberg has named Vancouver the anti-Asian hate crime capital of North America. It's a title that doesn't come as a surprise for some people living here.
Sadly, it's not surprising.
I think if you live in Vancouver and you are surprised, that's actually an indication of how endemic anti-Asian racism is here, that it's so normal that when someone points out, that we've had all this anti-Asian assaults and violence and discrimination, that it will seem like a surprise.
Stephen No has experienced racism firsthand in the city.
I was just going for a drive in the middle of the day to a local park. And when I stopped at the intersection, I heard two men on my left yelling, "You effing ch-." And I was so shocked and surprised. They even proceeded to throw garbage at me, at my car.
But when he tried to report the incident to police in Vancouver, he said there were a number of barriers.
The first thing I did was to call the non-emergency line, because it's not emergency. These guys sped off. And I was on the line for 30 minutes and no one picked up. And so then I looked online. There must be an online reporting option. The only options were in traditional or simplified Chinese. There's no English form. There's no forms in other languages.
According to numbers compiled by Bloomberg, Vancouver had significantly more reports of anti-Asian incidents than other large cities. And statistics from Vancouver police show more than a 700% increase in anti-Asian hate crimes in 2020.
My cousin, a couple weeks ago, got spat on when he was running. He just didn't report it. My friend's mom got punched in the face. So these are happening.
UBC history professor Henry Yu says anti-Asian racism in the area is not at all new.
COVID-19 didn't cause this. The ethnic cleansing of British Columbia of Japanese Canadians was not because of Pearl Harbor. It was just the latest in a string of things, events that basically allowed what people were already thinking.
And it's something that happens over and over and over again.
It's like a virus, you could say. It's lying there, sometimes dormant or not. But then why is it it's the first thing we go to when there's a crisis? Almost immediately upon COVID hitting, it became, again, the fault of the Chinese.
No says there's been enough talk about anti-Asian hate. He wants to see something done to address it.
Let's take action, and the action is very simple. And it starts with having an English reporting form and forms in languages other than Chinese.
It starts with individuals realizing that, in fact, this is not something that is somewhere else, someone else.
In Vancouver, Miranda Fatur, City News.